Okay, so far today's been a great day. We've been working on mixing up some plaster. I got some great plaster here. We have our fireplace here that looks pretty rough right now, but we're gonna plaster and smooth this out. We're gonna level up the brick opening because we've got basically 16.5 inches by 25 inches. The good thing is on the sides, it really will hide almost all of where the brick tear out is, but we do need to get that level so the bottom of you don't see it, and we also need to fill in. There are some curves. If you look to this, you can see how this really curves in, so we're going to try and even that out a little bit more to get it straighter across in here. This will be the first coat of mud, and the other reason to help straighten that out is we may end up putting tile up on there in the future. For now, the plaster is going to be good. That'll be something that takes more time and more money to do, and not really that important right now, but we'll get the prep work and stuff done in there. And we have our shelves outside painted. We've gone through. These are our vents that are going to go on the floor here. We painted those black on the wood. It'll look really good. This one will, of course, go down here, so it'll disappear and have a great look. My bride has been working on this room. This is our laundry room, and it looks great. So it's painted the semi-gloss paint, the satin paint that we have in the bedrooms and things. And I'm going to put in, after I finish plastering, a nice shelf right here. This way we can start putting some of the extra stuff that we don't need, put our cleaning supplies, and start getting a little bit better organized. Eventually a washer and dryer stackable will go up in here, but this will be nice. Put a little baseboard, probably just put like a regular baseboard on here. We don't need anything fancy like the one buys. Definitely don't need that in there, but that definitely looks great. And she's also, we have another spot in here too. And that is, we have the space. Say hello.
Hola.
We have the space under the steps. We're actually using some paint from another project, although it looks like the sand plaster is what it looks like. We're not worried about the color in this space. So what we'll do is we'll end up, eventually I'll box in the ductwork, but we'll end up putting shelves all the way across in here, so a great place for storage. The other thing I was thinking about this morning, and while I've got you here, honey, the built-ins over here, we've actually got power set in here for built-ins. The built-ins over here would actually be good because we could basically make, Trey? Yeah, so what do you think if we do the built-in over here and it's drawers?
What do I think about what?
I was thinking about the built-in over here, the base of it is drawers like dresser drawers.
Ooh.
Wait, did she just say, did you hear that? And the reason being is, if this is a bedroom or guest or somebody come in, that's a dresser that they could use.
So this is kind of an overflow room for the bedroom, since the bedroom is going to be tight with the bedroom.
Yeah, see, this is the problem of this bedroom. It is, if they put a queen size bed, it's going to take up most of the space in here. So there's not a lot of space for furniture. You know, you could put it, we actually had the sofa couch over here, this was actually nice because this ended up being kind of like a de facto nightstand, I'll be honest with you. And that way still leaves a nice walkway. But there's not a lot of space in here for furniture. Now that's why we ended up building this closet. This was actually an add-on because this was just all hallway. But I figured if we make a closet here, then that can be a small closet for the room. But if we make this base cabinet here with drawers, it's kind of like a built-in dresser. And if we have it for, you know, somebody to stay here or whatever, you got extra storage there. So, good idea? See, this is actually design and build. We're designing it and building it at the same time. So we come up with different ideas for different things. But I tell you one thing, shout out to my brother Arando, because the heat damn sure works good in here. It's amazing that this is a 200-year-old house and that there's no insulation on these walls, but it stays warm.
He said it's poppy hot in here.
It's poppy. I told you last night, I was sleeping on top of the covers. I mean, seriously. You put the heat on 68, 69 degrees, it stays warm once it gets warm. And I tell you, after I end up, we need to seal up the top of the chimneys because we do get cold air coming down the chimneys. But we're going to put some insulation in before we put that one to get that one taken care of. So definitely a good start to a day, getting organized. And one of the things we're going to try and do before we go back home is we're going to try and pair up and start getting the process of getting everything out of this space so we can start sanding the floors. It would be fantastic to have this room.
Are you sanding
Floor.
these floors?
Huh? In the closet? You know, I was thinking for aesthetics that it might be nice for aesthetics.
How about aesthetics?
Okay, that too. To leave the floor in the closet like that so that way people can see what it actually looked like back in the day. Because see, they never painted these. I would say what we do is we get a metal brush and we scrub up, all the stuff that's on the floor because we got compound and paint and everything. But to leave this, because that's how they would have had the floors back in the day. I think that's a great idea, don't you? Because it ain't easy getting that sander in, and it's all
Well, it is pointless in here.
Yeah, but we will box the ductwork in. That'll be a nicer look. All right, time to get to work on the plaster. Okay, so it's been a busy day, and I'm going to say shout out to my wife because she's gone back through. I taped up the steps and things so we could go back through and paint them. But look at that. Look at how crisp and clean. Do you think that that's easy? That ain't easy because you got the black right there. Look at that. Look at that edge right there. Then you got all the white in here, and then you got the light gray. So you got the semi-gloss, and gray. That looks incredible. It just really, look at this. Look at the staircase. Oh my God. It is freaking incredible. And now, temporarily, I put in the fireplace. Let's turn the lights off and see what it looks like. What do you think, people? Now, we don't have the rocks in there, which will actually give it more of a realistic fire look. But it actually puts out extra heat. So you can be extra cozy down here while we're watching TV and things. So definitely been a good day. We did some other work in here as well. We spackled up around the lights. Oh, actually, we can turn this light on. The light that we did over here, which is on a dimmer. I've got to go back through and spackle that up some more so we can touch the paint up on there. And the ceiling, we ended up compounding that. So we'll sand that tomorrow so we can paint it. But we went ahead and put in shelves in the bathroom right here. And in this bathroom, again, shout out to my bride. She painted all this, the ceiling, the walls, and all that. And we got our shelf right up here so we can actually start putting some stuff on here. I've cut the trim that's going to go in here. I just needed, the nail gun was upstairs. I just didn't feel like going upstairs and getting it because I'm kind of tired. And of course, our nice mirror and stuff in here. The wife has been decorating, touching up the paint and everything else. Look at that bathtub. She cleaned the heck out of that tub. And it's almost at the point where it might not need to be glazed, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. So that's what we've gotten accomplished here today. I've done some work on the outside too, but it's kind of dark out. And then there's the skunk. I don't know if I want to mess with the skunk at night because I might not see him coming. I might smell him, but might not see him coming. But we'll risk it. Let's see. I think we have the security light that's right here. We put that on when we first got electricity, so that way we had people that were trying to get into the house and stuff, so we put the security light on. One problem with security light is because the motion detector is right there, you really have to be on the porch for it to come on. And we want it to be able to come on when we pull up and park. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a regular light fixture out here so we can turn it on if we're sitting out here and stuff, put a dimmer switch with it. And I think what I'm going to do is from the outlet that's upstairs, I can drill through and run a feed, and we'll put the light fixture up here. So that way it'll be more of right here It'll be able to shine down onto the porch here, and it'll be able to shine over here, so that way you can feel safer. Now, as far as the amount of light it puts out here, it puts out a lot. What I've been working on, it's been a construction site, so I don't have a bobcat or anything like that, but I've started working on cleaning up the area in here and raking this down. We have so much clay that's on the top where we have the water line that went through. I started working that out and using some of the topsoil right in here, as well as some of the broken bricks, so that way we can kind of level this out. We're going to build this up. I'm going to get some pressure treated lumbers to make like a little wall here, so we'll end up carrying this through, and we'll get the brick paver right here, these, and we'll carry these right on around. So this step will be a full step. So we've got a lot of building to do. I may get a truckload of crushed stone at the stone yard and backfill it in there, so that way I can put the pavers. And then what I can do is, if you remember at my house, I have that outdoor, it's like a canopy that goes over the grill. We'll be able to put that down here, and that way the grill can be right here. So you can come from the kitchen on outside here onto the pavers with the cop on top of it, grill even if the weather's bad, and not get a lot of dirt and stuff on there. Eventually it may be around over in there, but for now, since we only have this tiny grill, that's really all we need, and to be able to have it right there. So just raking this up, now that it's getting cooler, the vines and stuff are not growing. So now's the time to basically try and dig them up as deep as you can, the roots on them, and get them before they go. Get the ground cleaned up and get ready for spring, growing some grass in here, because we want this to look nice in here. So that's the stuff we've been doing. Oh, and in the basement, I've had so much materials. I've had a lot of materials that have been on the front porch, the sand and cement. I ended up pouring one of the steps out there, and there was a post under the deck, an extra post that the inspector wanted, that we ended up putting in, and we filled that with cement today. So I got all that stuff off the front porch there, started cleaning it up, and this stuff I'll clean up tomorrow. We're still cutting wood and trim and things like that, but trying to get it to look a whole lot cleaner and nicer. So that's the task that's in front of us. And boy, does it look nice when you come in here. Oh, just look at the steps. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it feels nice and warm too. All right, good people. I hope you guys had a great day. We definitely got a lot more done. I appreciate y'all. Peace.